Welcome back from the break. I'm Tyler Patterson, here to bring you all the latest in Colorado State athletics. The Colorado State Rams football team did the absolute unthinkable in Saturday night's conference matchup against the Boise State Broncos. And for those of you unable to stay awake for the second half of the game due to the late 8:30 p.m. kickoff, well, I have to say I don't blame you. Although I will say that you missed a college football classic. Colorado State came out on fire against Boise State while sporting their newest alternate uniforms inspired by the Colorado flag. CSU has never beaten Boise State entering the matchup, and things looked good early on for the Rams. CSU jumped out to a quick 7-point lead when senior running back Dalen Dawkins punched in a 10-yard touchdown run, capping off a 75-yard drive on the Rams' first possession. CSU built a 21-3 first-quarter lead thanks to the 2 touchdown passes from senior quarterback Nick Stevens. The passing touchdowns from Stevens were the 64th and 65th of his career, putting Stevens on top of the CSU record books. The senior quarterback passes Garrett Grayson's for the most touchdown passes in school history. Stevens and the Rams offense added another touchdown to their lead early in the second quarter, widening the CSU lead to 28-3. The 25-point lead was the largest of the game for the Rams. However, the Broncos were able to close the gap right before halftime, scoring 2 touchdowns of their own, giving the Rams just a 35-17 lead entering halftime. Boise State was able to keep their momentum rolling into the second half, scoring on their second play from scrimmage thanks to a 70-yard touchdown run from running back Alex Madison. The Broncos followed up their next possession with another touchdown on a 25-yard pass from quarterback Brett Ripon, bringing the Broncos within 4 points of the Rams, 35-31. CSU held on to a slim 42-38 lead as the fourth quarter began, although the Rams were able to extend the lead back to 14 points, bringing the score to a comfortable 52-38 lead. The Rams never trailed in this game against the Broncos, but with under 3 minutes remaining on the clock, the absolute unthinkable began to happen for Colorado State. A CSU unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on third down gave Boise State the slightest chance of completing a comeback. One play after the penalty, Brett Ripon tossed a 13-yard touchdown pass with only 1 minute and 41 seconds remaining. The CSU lead was cut back down to 7, making the score 52-45. The only hope Boise State had of getting the ball back and tying the game started with the recovery of an onside kick, which they executed to perfection. The Broncos recovered the onside kick, and with just over a minute on the clock, Boise State moved the ball 45 yards in 5 plays. Brett Ripon threw his 4th touchdown pass of the game, tying it up at 52-52 with less than a minute remaining. The game that started late Saturday night continued early into Sunday morning as the game went into overtime. The Rams fumbled on their overtime possession after the Broncos scored a touchdown, ending the game on CSU's own 1-yard line. Boise State completed the comeback and handed Colorado State their 3rd straight conference loss, 59-52. The loss moves Colorado State's record to 6-5 and 4-1 in the Mountain West. CSU will take on San Jose State this Saturday for Senior Day, where 24 CSU seniors will suit up and take the field one last time for the green and gold. Kickoff is set for 1:30 p.m. The nationally ranked Colorado State women's volleyball team snapped their 15-game conference win streak on Saturday as the Rams lost to the San Jose Spartans in 5 sets, marking their first road loss of the season. After winning the first and third sets of the match, the San Jose squad was able to hold the CSU attack in the final sets, sealing a 3-2 victory. The Rams struggled offensively, hitting at a .269 clip and recording 17 hitting errors to go along 14 service errors for the match. However, CSU was able to rebound last night at home against conference opponent Fresno State, sweeping the Bulldogs in 3 sets. CSU came out looking to avenge Saturday's loss, and they did just that. The Rams were balanced offensively as 3 different players recorded double-digit kills in the match. Kirsty Hillier and Paulina Hogarth-Jensen led the way for CSU, tallying 11 kills apiece, while Jasmine Hanna recorded 10 kills on 20 attempts with just a single hitting error. As a team, CSU hit a .451 percentage, with marks their 3rd highest of the season. Katie Olasek was a big part of CSU's spectacular hitting as the sophomore setter dished out 44 assists on the night and also had a career-high 5 kills. With the win, the Rams finish out their conference home schedule with a perfect 9-0 record. This is the 4th consecutive season that the Rams have gone undefeated at home during conference play. CSU moves to 26-3 overall and 16-1 in the conference. The Rams will hit the road for their last conference matchup against San Diego State on Saturday at 2 p.m. Men's and women's basketball both tallied wins earlier this week. The women rebounded from a loss on Saturday against Idaho with a big win at home against the Gonzaga Bulldogs on Monday night. 5 different Rams scored on double figures, led by Sophie Trigetson and Lori Devos. who both scored 12 points. The Rams were able to hold the Bulldogs to just 19.6% shooting from the field over the final 3 quarters. After trailing 29 early in the first, the hot 3-point shooting from the Rams allowed CSU to pull away in the second half, connecting on 11 of 25 shots from beyond the arc. CSU defended home court, defeating Gonzaga 65-49. The Lady Rams are currently trying to defend home court as they take on the Eastern New Mexico Greyhounds inside Moby Arena. The current score is 9-3 in the first half with 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. Men's hoop also overcame a little early season adversity in their game this past Tuesday night as they took on the Winthrop Eagles and trailed by as many as 14 points in the game. The Rams were able to soar all the way back though in the second half, defeating the Eagles 80-76. CSU had 5 players reach double digits in the contest, led by Prentice Nixon, who put up 16 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. Junior transfer Deion James pitched in 14 points and 5 rebounds off the bench, while returning starter Nico Carvacho notched a double-double with a career-high 20 rebounds and 11 points. CSU will take on Tulane tomorrow here at home. Tip-off at Moby Arena is set for 12 p.m. That's all the sports I have for tonight. For all the latest, head to thecollegian.com or CTV's Channel 11 YouTube. I'm Tyler Patterson, and don't go anywhere because up next is Ryan Chris with all the latest in entertainment.